Well, LA is officially on lockdown as of midnight tonight. I just saw the story, so it looks like shit's getting real. Um, I'm just kind of walking around enjoying my last few hours of freedom. But yeah, this is real life. This is crazy.
Okay, so it's official. This is the official LA government page, the Safer at Home order. Residents of the city of Los Angeles are required to stay inside their homes unless they are engaged in certain essential activities. On those occasions, when you are out of your home for necessary tasks, stay at least 6 feet away from others. And then they have a list of things you can do. Go to the grocery store, go to the doctor, go to work if it's deemed essential work. I linked this down below. You can see the whole thing. And then things you should not do. Go to work unless it's the essential work. You can't visit your family or friends unless you have to. You can't travel unless you have to. You can't go to the hospital unless you have to, etc. And then here's the thing. Is this order mandatory? What happens if I don't comply? Yes, this is a legally enforceable order. It is against the law to violate this order, and you may be punished by a fine or imprisonment for doing so. So you can actually go to jail. This is a real lockdown. So it is official. We are on a legally enforced lockdown in Los Angeles. It's starting to feel like things are getting very real and very, very serious. I'm going to keep posting videos related to the men's rights movements. And actually, I'm going to be posting some videos about how disasters and diseases like this often affect men particularly. And there's a few things that I'm going to be making videos about. One of them is something that's actually starting to scare me right now. Organizations like the World Food Program, which is with the United Nations. Basically, it's the part of the UN that gives out food in times of famine or disaster. A lot of them follow a doctrine that feminist groups developed and pushed in the 90s, where they focus on giving food to women and sometimes only give food to women. And men are literally not given any food at all. This sounds crazy, but this actually happened in Haiti in 2010 during the earthquake, as you can see here. So this actually happened back in the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. You'll see from the headlines, when the United Nations went to Haiti to give out food, they only gave food to women. Men were banned from the food lines. You can see the World Food Program has started its first systematic food distribution system in Haiti since the earthquake, where 16 sites were set up in the capital where only women may collect food. This is from the BBC article. I've linked all these articles down below. Our long experience in food distribution tells us that by delivering food into the hands of women, it is more likely to be redistributed equally among the household, including the men. Monterey said most men have someone, a wife, a sister, a mother, or girlfriend, who will be able to feed them. He also said it was safer to deliver the rice to women. But things didn't sit well with some men. What about me? I didn't get anything. I need food, said Johnny Shannon Stevenson. Many people could not participate. Now, the argument you'll see, that middle paragraph, that many men have a wife or mother or sister or girlfriend who can give them the food. What if they're single? That's a point to consider. What happens to a single man who lives alone? He doesn't have a girlfriend or a mother or a wife or a sister in the city he lives. What does he do? He just doesn't get any food. And what scares me is, what if it gets really bad in LA? And what if food starts running short and the government and the UN starts to give out food supplies to the public and they follow this rule? I have no female relatives in the city. I would be left to starve to death. And something that makes me nervous that I'm going to be making videos about in the next few days, all of these articles we're seeing about why the coronavirus is worse for women. And I posted these in the description below. All these articles about why women are more affected because of social roles and it's more difficult for women. What if that's going to be used as the excuse to only give food to women or only have shelters for women if it gets really bad? So anyway, we are about 3 hours away from official lockdown in Los Angeles. I'm going to be making daily videos, updates, and looking at some of the things that I was just talking about and kind of expanding on them a little bit, because it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And honestly, especially as a man, and especially as a man who lives alone, this is a really scary situation for me. Because if things get really bad, and if we start running out of food, or let's say the water gets shut off, what if the government or the UN or whoever comes to help follows this women-only rule, and men can't get food and men can't get water? I would die.